Deixa eu aumentar aqui a fonte pra gente. Unit 19, page 78. Ok. Quem for chegando e vai dando um oi pra gente. E sempre avisando, pessoal, como é que tá a qualidade da transmissão, para que a gente possa saber se tá valendo a pena essa tentativa aqui ou não. Vou esperar o pessoal chegar um pouquinho. Ainda não é bem 4. Hello. E aí, galera? Vem chegando. Quem está aí? Dá um oi aí pra gente saber, pra gente conhecer. Hello. Se tem alguém entre nós, aquela sessão de espiritismo, vamos lá. E aí, galera? Vai chegando, vai dando um oi. Hello. Hello, Natália. Hello, Letícia. Hello, Rodrigo. How are you guys? E aí, galera? Como é que vocês estão? Gente, dá um feedback aí de como é que tá a transmissão. Vão mandando como é que tá a transmissão conforme ela ocorre, tá? Pra saber também, porque é importante, né? Porque a gente tá fazendo esse teste hoje. Eu não tô na escola, eu tô de casa, fazendo aqui com o meu equipamento, pra ver se melhora a qualidade pra vocês aí. Da transmissão, né? Os dias de prova a gente vai continuar indo, como vocês vão nos dias de prova, vocês vão lá fazer. A gente continua indo para a escola, daí fazer a revisão de prova, que no caso já é semana que vem, né? E aí nos outros, se tiver ok assim para vocês, eu faço aqui de casa daí. Como é que está aí, galera? Tá travando, não tá? Tá tranquilo? Falem para mim aí. Deixa eu abrir aqui, esqueci de abrir aqui o meu. Deixa eu pegar o nome aqui do site. Só um minutinho que tem que abrir o programa da escola. Deixa eu abrir aqui. Aqui. Falta um X. Ah, xkysti.com v2alf barra login. Ué, deixa eu tentar entrar aqui. Com barra v2 barra alf barra login. Tá. Tá. Aqui que tá o problema. .br. Aí. Agora vai. Hello, Clarice. How are you? E aí, galera? Me digam aí, como é que tá a transmissão pra vocês? Tá tranquilo? It's too hot today. It's a very hot day today, isn't it? At least here, it's pretty hot at my house. Hello, how are you, Nicole? How are you? Okay, let me put here book 3. Are you guys listening to me? I feel like I'm talking alone here. Let me get this towel, because it's a very, very hot day. Okay, so for the first part of this unit, we have world most serious problems, okay, in which we talk. I'm pretty good. In which we talk about the word serious problems, like inflation. Okay, you know what inflation means? It means like when the prices start rising more than the people gets money. That's when we have inflation. Okay, and our second problem is the landless. It's not homeless. Okay, that's different. Landless is people who doesn't have like a rural area or anything like that. Like we have in Brazil o movimento de sem terra. Those are the landless, okay? Political unrest. It's like when the It's something we also don't have here in Brazil. It's pretty difficult. It's something like when the politicians start having an unrest, okay, about the things that they not they do, but like there is always a changing in powers or impeachment process going on. Okay, that's political unrest, like when the politicians keep changing per se a lot. Okay, that's our political unrest. Then we have global warming. That's basically today when the days are getting hotter because of the greenhouse effect gases that we have. Okay, our greenhouse gases, as we talked, drug trafficking, when people sell illegal drugs, over trafficking, and creates parallel powers. The homeless, now it's people who live in the street, people who doesn't have a home. Basically, we could say that the difference for us between the landless and the homeless is that the landless, they don't have a place, a rural place where they would like to plant or something like that. Okay, and the landless, that's the landless. Sorry, the landless, they don't have a rural place to plant and live, and the homeless, they live in the city and they don't have a house. Okay, that was would be the biggest difference between those two words. Okay, we have the famine. There's people starving, people who doesn't have anything to eat around the world. Okay, that's the famine. Incurable diseases like the HIV or cancer, those are incurable diseases. Okay, and we have poverty, which is people who lacks money. Okay, that's poverty. People who doesn't have things to eat are in poverty. People who doesn't have access to basic living are poverty, in poverty situation. Okay, are poor people. And another thing that we've never seen here in Brazil is government corruption. Okay, government corruption is like when the government starts doing things to get more power and more money for themselves. Okay, but doesn't care about the people. That's government corruption. Which one of these problems concern you guys? How do you feel concerned about those problems? How concerned are you about those? Are you concerned about inflation or the landless or this kind of problems? Or you just, I don't care much? Famine? Famine's a big problem for you? Good. How do you think we could solve the problem of famine around the world? How could it be solved? Government corruption is the one that concerns me the most. Yes, I agree with you too. Government corruption is a big problem, especially in, like, I'll not say especially, in every country. Every country there is government corruption. There's It's a lie say that there isn't corruption on places like United States or United Kingdom. That's that's a lie. But here in South America, things are pretty hectic. But again, how could we solve these problems? Okay, How could we solve it? Solve famine? How could we solve government corruption? What's your get on that one? Famine is a problem created by ones in power keep people under control, so less people to bother with. I agree with you. I do agree with you. Famine and poverty are created by people in power. So if you don't have to think about stuff, like if you have are too worried about on what you're going to eat today, you don't care what they do in the power. I agree. I totally agree with you on this one. And because when this is solved, our problems get easier to solve. I agree. I agree. Educating everyone. Okay, I agree. I agree with you guys on this education. It would be the best way to solve these kind of problems. Unfortunately, uh, we live in places that education depend on those who steal money, and they know if people get educated, they will have to stop stealing money. So it's a no-win situation for them, and got lots of problems with because of those. Okay, okay, okay. Famine can be solved with a blink of an eye. In a blink of an eye. There's more than enough food for every single person on Earth. Yes, I agree. I agree. Um, the problem is that we blame the wrong people for famine. Like we blame ourselves. Like every kid has listened. Oh, eat your food because there are people starving in Africa. Like, but it's not our fault. The fault is of the power people in power. It's like when we say like go vegan or go green and don't do stuff, but in the end, it's like 100 companies is responsible for 70% of the pollution in the world. So it's ridiculous. Point one, the problems about caring about politics and saw how important this is. Yes, if people understand how politics is important, people would go better. But the problem is people don't want to discuss politics. They want their candidate to be the best. It's like choosing a soccer team in Brazil. It doesn't matter who I voted for, this person is the best. It's it's ridiculous, really. Don't be like that. If you vote in the wrong person, don't be worried and say it. We make mistakes, but learn with our mistakes. We vote in the wrong person sometimes. Even in the wrong people, more than one vote is wrong. So, let's listen now our words in action and then we talk about it. Pessoal, quando sair o som do listening, manda um ok pra mim pra saber se tá tudo certinho aí pra vocês se tá saindo som. Senão eu tenho que configurar alguma coisa aqui, tá bom? Not a problem. Don't worry. I'll play again. I found the problem. I found the problem. Don't worry. Let me see.
Book 3, Lesson 19. Words in action.
Isolation. Apology. Demand. Demanding. Pressure. Coroner. Notwithstanding. Supply. Speed. Inch. Headline. Password. Network. Device. Screen. Former. Ladder. Latest. To outweigh. Outweighed. Outweighed. To provide. Provided. Provided. To demand. Demanded. Demanded. To exceed. Exceeded. Exceeded. To switch. Switched. Switched. To load. Loaded. Loaded.
Okay. So, we have some words there, some new words for you guys, and some words that I know that you're familiar with, like isolation. So, this is a familiar word for nowadays, uh, because the pandemic and all. Yes, yes, I'll play again. Before, so just let finish this. Isolation is like when you have to be isolated and you cannot see other people or other things. And I'll play again.
Book 3, Lesson 19. Words in action.
Isolation. Apology. Demand. Demanding. Pressure. Coroner. Notwithstanding. Supply. Speed. Inch. Headline. Password. Network. Device. Screen. Former. Ladder. Latest. To outweigh. Outweighed. Outweighed. To provide. Provided. Provided. To demand. Demanded. Demanded. To exceed. Exceeded. Exceeded. To switch. Switched. Switched. To load. Loaded. Loaded.
Okay, so we had our first word, isolation. We have talked about it. Then we have apology, is like what to ask when you say I'm sorry. Okay. an apology, you ask an apology. Okay. A demand is like when you want something and then you make the person do it, you demand it. Okay, like was and uma ordem, okay, in Portuguese, uma ordem is a demand. I demand you do that. Okay. Then you have demanding. That's the action of demand something. You demanding something. Pressure is like when you suffer, when you are stressed, you are under pressure, you're here, and then something crushes you. It's pressure. Okay. Coroner, this word is nice. Is the doctor who works with dead people. Okay. They make uh, autopsies. Those are the coroners. Okay. To see the causes of a death, we need a coroner to make an autopsy. Okay. That's the job of a coroner. Okay. Notwithstanding is the contrary of withstanding. Okay. This is not a very useful word to be true to you, but it means like something like não obstante, não hesitante, como se não bastasse. Okay. That's what we use it for, but it's not very useful. It's certain situation uses only. It's very formal. This word. We don't use it in an everyday conversation or something like that. Okay. Supply. When you need something, okay, you go. For example, we have many kinds of supplies. We have house supplies. There are the things you buy in the grocery store. We have office supplies. There are like papers, pen, and stuff. Supplies mean like suprimentos, okay? How can you use in a phrase? Uh, Let me see here. It's I just this come to me like a legal phrase in my mind. It's that they use on legal term. That's notwithstanding the foredoing, notwithstanding, notwithstanding the foredoing means like não obstante o precedente. That's the only phrases that comes to me with notwithstanding. I cannot thinking right now of another phrase. It's a very specific for situations. Let me check here a little. Um, oh yeah, but yeah, all the phrases I see are legal. Like notwithstanding the preposition, as notwithstanding the evidence. It means like how can I say it in Portuguese? Não importando, não obstante a. That would be. That will work. But again, don't worry much about this word. It's legal. Legal word. É uma palavra bem de nicho mesmo, gente. Essa aí. Era usada muito no sentido legal. Né? Quando eu vou falar sobre júris, etc., que eu vou usar. Fora isso, eu não vou usar essa palavra mesmo, assim. Anuncia um contrato, alguma coisa, mas vai cair de novo no quesito de legalidade, né? Ela é uma palavra bem nichada mesmo, assim, sabe? É igual eu digo no português, a gente não usa o não obstante, né? Não obstante a. É bem difícil. And then we have speed, okay? Speed is how we measure velocity, okay? Like kilometers per hour is your speed. Inch. Inch is a measurement that goes for like 2.5 centimeters. 1 inch is 2.5 centimeters. Okay, that's 1 inch. They use this kind of measurement in United States. Okay, only then use that, but they gonna keep using that forever, as it seems. They don't care much about the rest of the world. So, but then they use it a lot. It's good for us to know. An inch, okay. Headline. When you open a newspaper or a news site, the first thing you see, those big words, those are the headlines, okay. For example, we could say that today the headline in Santa Catarina is that the Santa Catarina's governor is being impeached, okay, or is in process of impeachment. That's the great headline we have here in Santa Catarina today. Okay. So just to be sure, headline means manchete. Okay. Password is the word you need to pass somewhere, like a website or I don't know, a game maybe you're playing. You need a password, a secret word that only you or the people that are allowed it to pass know. Okay. Uh, Network. Well, network is best to say in Portuguese is a rede, okay? But not a rede de pesca, okay? That's a fish net. A network is either where you connect on the internet, connect on the network, or the people will know that's on network, your network, okay? That's pretty important to understand that people talk a lot nowadays about making networks, okay, or connecting networks. Is get know people that can help you one day, okay? Device, basically anything that you have that you own, like technology wise, is a device. Like my cell phone is a device, okay? Those kind of things are devices, okay? Technological stuff usually. We can have it for non-technological stuff, but it's kinda rare. Okay. Any questions? Screen. You know, this part where you see this stuff on your cell phone or on your computer, or is the screen. This is the screen where we touch to send messages. That's the screen. Okay. Former. Former means the past. Então, gente, é bem importante essa palavra aqui, tá? O former e o later. As duas. As duas querem dizer o antigo. Quando eu falo sobre o anterior. Por exemplo, I can say that Michel Temer was the former president of Brazil, certo? O presidente anterior, o antigo presidente do Brasil, tá? Só que o former eu uso para pessoas que estão vivas ainda e que já não são mais aquele cargo, e o later é para pessoas que já morreram, ok? Quando eu uso later, nesse caso, é que a pessoa já morreu. Deixa eu ver se eles trocaram esse termo ou ainda é assim. Não, mas é isso mesmo. Uhum. É. O later é quando não está mais vivo e o former quando está vivo. E o latest, aí não importa se está vivo ou não, tá? O latest é o último, tá? In this case, you can say that the latest president of Brazil is Jair Bolsonaro, é o mais recente, ok? And then we have to outweight. To outweight means to weight more than somebody. Okay, when we use this term when we talk about, for example, fights or stuff like that. Okay, that somebody outweighs the other person. Okay, that's to outweight. To provide is to give. For example, at school provides you the pencils to write. Okay, if you don't have a pencil, we can provide. To demand, as I said, is the act of making a demand. Okay. To exceed is when you have too much of something. You exceed. We use a lot of this word like with expectations. Oh, you exceeded my expectations. Okay. To switch means like you have something and then you switch with somebody for another thing. Okay. Like outweight means pesar mais do que. Ok? That's what outweight means. Eu vejo eles usarem esse termo, sinceramente, para lutas. Quando tem uma luta, e aí o fulano pesou mais do que tanto, he outweighted, ou ele pesa mais do que tanto. Ele não é um verbo que a gente usa no português. Ok? A gente usa uma construção para falar isso no português daí. Is that okay? Let's see. To switch when I have something, and I change it with you, I switch it with you. And to load is like when I load something, like when I put something on somewhere to be carried, to load. Load means carregar, ok? Eu vejo que muita gente lê load no português como lendo, por causa dos computadores, videogames, etc., que aparece loading, ok? Mas o load é carregar na real. Porém, no português nós vemos que os computadores, etc. e tudo mais, eles leem e aí gera essa confusão. Ok? Sempre lembrando então que load é carregar. Ok? So, now tell me about patience on the first question on your talk time. Does your work demand great patience? And why? Natalia, what you can tell me? Does your work requires great patience? I'll wait like 2 minutes for the answers to see if you guys can answer. Yes, need to teach people. Okay, okay. Very good, very good. Oh, tell me, you goes. Clarice, Natalia, Nicole, Journey, everybody who's there, tell me, are you a demanding customer? Do you demand a lot when you buy something? Or you're just okay, what comes, comes, that's okay? I'll wait until 42. Dealing with people requires patience. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it really does. I agree with you. Sometimes it really does require patience. You agree with Natalia? Dealing with people requires patience. But why? Why do you guys think that uh, it requires patience? Depending on what you're buying. Can you give an example on when you are demanding and when you're okay, chillax? No, yes, maybe. So, let's see our next questions. Would you like to live in the countryside to escape from the pressures of city life? Do you think yourself as a country person, living in the countryside, um, milking cows, and I don't know, living the chill life of the countryside? Wake up early, sleep early, having a good life. Okay, I think participation because people are used to put others the weight of their own problems, and also because people can be very impolite. I agree with you. I do agree with you. I thought about it, and I still do that maybe when I'm older. No, but um, yes, it's about these. I think it's a case of you stopping, in my opinion. Okay, something I do in thinking like, why am I doing that? Am I doing it because I didn't like the way the person treated me, or I had a problem with this person, or putting a weight of my own on this person? In clothes, some are okay. When maybe I'm not exactly color, I thought of something, but the food got wrong, get a little angry. Oh yeah, food. Food is something terrible to get wrong because if you buy something because you want to eat, that, not other stuff. I agree with you. I agree with you on that one. Okay, what about the country life? Would you guys like to live in the country? Live in the country life? Maybe milking cows? What do you say, people? I think I could live the country life, me, but I like technology. Oh, I thought you were talking about that one. I thought you were talking about completing the top one. Okay, okay. And it's not to spend. It's nice to spend a few days, but I wouldn't live. Nice. I like small cities, not necessarily live in the countryside, but also not living in big cities. Okay, like Lages. Lages then is the perfect place for you. Okay. Yes, I like the countryside, but I like technology. So I could live in the countryside, but I would need technology. If I have like good internet connection and stuff, then I could live in the countryside, no problem, no questions asked. But without any technology, I don't think that I could. Okay. What are the latest headlines from around the world? Do you guys know? The latest headlines from around the world. Oh, sorry, I skipped one. Sorry, number four. If you could switch your name, what would you switch it to? Would you like to change your name? While you think about changing your names, I will get to. And let's see. What are the breaking news? You wouldn't change it, Natalia? So, let's see what we have on CNN. Okay. We have Trump seized on one Biden bad comment. Um, Airports closing in United States. Czech Republic was the envy of Europe. Now they blow it. Nothing very big. Okay, nothing big. Most about um, United States election. Okay, most of it is about United States election because it's what's going on nowadays. It's gonna change how we see the world, and believe it will influence a lot on Brazil's election for the next 4 years after like 2022 election will be affected a lot by this election that's happening now on United States. So, number 6. Do you know your internet passwords by heart? Or do you have to look? Do you know this expression by heart? To know by heart? Can somebody translate this expression to me? To know by heart, what does it mean? Yes, de cor. Aí que a gente pensa, né? Antes de eu ver essa expressão, eu não sabia. Mas esse saber de cor, né? Ele vem de saber de coração, né? Eu acho bem engraçado isso. Eu nunca tinha percebido antes de ver ela no inglês, né? So, do you guys know your passwords by heart? Or do you have to check it somewhere? How's it for you guys? Nicole knows by heart. What about you? Rodrigo looks like he knows by heart too. So, while you think about it, have you ever tried to find friends on a social networking site? Good, good, good. Have you ever tried to find friends on a social networking site? Like you have friends that you don't see for a long time, and you start looking for them on the social networking sites like Instagram, Facebook, or Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, those kind of sites. Have you ever? I have made friends social media, but was never my priority. No, okay, okay, good, good, good. But I really think that social media is to make friends. Some people use it for like only the people that you know, and that's your privacy. It's okay to maintain it. But I like making friends on social media. So, how many inches is your TV screen? How many inches? TV screens are measured in inches, okay, even Portuguese, okay? Polegadas. Okay? So, how many inches is your TV screen? It's 40. Yes, usually they come on big sizes like 40, 43. It's hard to find small sizes TVs nowadays. Okay, so let's listen our useful expressions.
Book 3, Lesson 19. Useful expressions.
Yep.
Did you get a ticket for the concert?
Yep.
Work like a dog.
He works like a dog. He has 2 jobs.
Pig-headed.
John is so pig-headed, he does everything just as he wants.
43 inches, Rodrigo. Nice. So, Guys, let's see. Yep. We use it as like a way of saying yes. Okay, yep. I use it a lot. Really, really use it a lot. Yep. Okay. Work like a dog. Uh, we didn't use this expression in Portuguese, but I've seen some people using it. It's like trabalhar feito cão. Trabalhar pra caramba. When I see these expressions, it comes to my mind Beatles, because there's this song, I've been working like a dog, I should be sleeping like a log. Okay, but this is what comes to my mind. Big-headed. Okay, big-headed is like a person that thinks only about themselves. Okay, person that's egotistical, a person that doesn't care about the other people in a bad way. Okay, in a bad way. That's a pig-headed person. It's strange for the version of expression that's use condenado. Yes. Yeah, it's funny because dogs don't work. That's what I don't understand, working like a dog. But they use it very like a long time. But okay, good. So let's listen or speak up, and then we talk a little about it.
Book 3, Lesson 19. Useful expressions.
Yep.
Did you
Oh,
get a
sorry.
ticket for the concert?
Yep.
I click in the wrong one. Here. Speak up. There you go.
Book 3, Lesson 19. Speak up.
What is your demand?
I demand an apology.
Why should we invest in coffee?
There is a demand for high-quality coffee.
Why should we care about quality?
Customers are now very demanding.
I prefer window seats on the plane.
Would you like to switch seats?
It's too dark in here.
I will switch on the light.
Is he a good guy?
Yep, he's a good guy.
You work like a dog.
I work like a dog because I want to get rich.
He should have listened to our advice.
He's pig-headed. He never listens to anyone's advice.
Did your husband buy the car?
He bought the car notwithstanding my objection.
Does he drive fast?
He always exceeds the speed limit.
What will be the price?
The price will not exceed $100.
I love Johnny Depp's movies.
Have you seen Johnny Depp's latest movie?
Blue and red are popular colors.
I like blue and red, but I like the latter best.
Will you have fish or chicken?
Between fish and chicken, I'll choose the former.
What can you provide for the picnic?
I'll provide fruits for the picnic.
How long did it take to load the van?
It took an hour to load the van.
Okay. Do you guys got any questions? I'll wait until 5:03 to see if you guys got any questions. No, I have to take my medicine. I was forgetting it. It's common use like the answer on 14. No. Mm-mm. It's not common to be true to you. Not common. No. I'd say that on a very formal thing, like, oh, between this president and the later, I'll choose the former, something like that. But for like this common language, no, I would not see it like that. I'll not see it like it's not a common answer. Okay. Yes, as in spite of, despiting the fact that the same thing. I will not use withstanding that one either. That's not a way I would speak commonly. Okay. I would say in spite of my best efforts, if I want to be formal or to be true, I would say something in that one like, oh, he doesn't even care about my. Okay. That's what I would say for that one. Yes. Apesar da minha objeção. Or even not wanting, that's how I would say that one. Even I'm being against, mesmo sendo contra, but notwithstanding. Notwithstanding. Okay? So let me change it here. Page 79. Okay. Do you think that life has been improved by the internet? What's your take on that? What do you think? We live better because of the internet, or it's not so good our life because of the internet? Yeah, no, it's really, really weird. Really weird. Some consequences as well. Can you tell us some consequences of the internet? I think it's being improved by internet. However, everything has the other side. Has, okay? Like say like that. Yes, okay. Okay. But can you tell me like a bad side of the internet? As we agree that's not all flowers, but what would be a bad thing because of the internet? Perverted people, yes. Yes. That's a terrible thing. Okay, okay, good, good, good. So, stupid people, lots of them too. Internet addiction, sedentary lifestyles, people become more individualist and consumers. Yes. Okay. Very good, 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 good. You gave good reasons, guys. Goes. So let's listen the internet habits. Listening and talking. I'll play the listening.
Book 3, Lesson 19.
Listening and talking. Internet habits.
I think people are becoming too dependent on internet.
Yep, but I can't imagine a world without internet.
Neither can I. How much time do you spend online?
Not much. I usually spend 1 to 2 hours depending on the amount of free time I have.
What do you mostly use internet for?
I read my emails, check the latest news, and watch interesting videos and listen to my favorite music on YouTube. And I like to shop online too.
Really? Do you think shopping online is safe?
It sure is. And it saves time and money. Last week, I ordered a Bluetooth speaker and I saved $45. However, we have to be very careful when we give our personal information like IDs and passwords.
Okay. So, do you guys got any questions about our text? I'll wait until 5:09 to see if you guys got questions. How to say Bluetooth? Bluetooth with the TH sound. Bluetooth. That thing, you know. That's how I say. Bluetooth. But is in English word. Bluetooth is an English word. Yes, yes, yes. The same. Yeah, this one is the same. But good question. It's a very good question because not all of them are the same. Like pen drive is Portuguese, okay, and in English is a thumb drive. So it's a very good question. This one actually. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Good, good, good. So, any other question? If you don't have any questions, people, answer me, please. What's the best thing about the internet in your opinion? What, in your opinion, would be the best thing about the internet? in my opinion, the best thing about the internet is how it connects us to the whole world. Like, we literally have information about the world everywhere. Everywhere you go, you can see things about the world. You have access to things that are happening all around the world, and how things happen. It's pretty nice. That's to me the best thing. Could you live without social media? What about you guys? Can you live without social media? What do you say? Can you live without social media, people? Are you addicted to social media? Yeah, I agree with you on that one. It's like it's possible to see things we've never imagined and see how people do things too. It's such an amazing experience having information and access to things. It's really nice. Tell me, are you comfortable living? Are you comfortable shopping without shopping online, or you have problems with that? Yeah, if you don't have social media, then you can. If you don't have social media, then you can live it without it. No problem. So, in your opinion, does Facebook bring people close together or further apart? What do you think? Does it bring people together or make them further apart? Amount, quantidade. Let me send you in the chat. So, what do you think about Facebook? So, let's go for page, as you're not answering. Let's go for page 8 and listen to our listening reading practice.
Book 3, Lesson 19, Listening and Reading Practice.
Working from home.
More and more people nowadays have computers in their homes and use them both for entertainment and for work. One advantage of working from home is that people can choose where they live rather than try to live near the office. Another positive point is that the stresses of traveling to and from work disappear. People can get to work simply by switching on their computer screens. Besides, mothers and fathers can spend more time at home with their children. On the other hand, there are some disadvantages. One drawback is the danger of isolation as daily contact with colleagues is lost. Another point to be considered is the possible conflict between the demands of the family and the pressures of work. Notwithstanding, many people say the advantages outweigh the disadvantages and that they would enjoy working from home.
Okay. So, what about you? Do you guys prefer working from home? Or you would like to work on an office or someplace? How's it been for you guys right now in this pandemic state? Are you achieving well working from home, or it's not going so well for you? How's it? I have preference for both, but to be really honest, it depends on what I'm doing. Okay, good, 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 good. And what are the advantages from working from home? Can you tell me, anybody? What are the advantages on working from home? And what are the disadvantages, the drawbacks? Two questions, one and two. What are the advantages and the drawbacks from working from home? I'd say that advantages is that like you don't spend time commuting because you are at home, so it's a familiar environment, and then you can deal with things a little better. Okay, than to much locked inside your house and see nature and friends. Yes, good, 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 good reasons. And what technologies are necessary to work from home? Can you tell me some technologies that we need when we work from home? And what are those? Disadvantages above, yes. Such a hard work, yes. And what technologies do you think are necessary when working from home? Computer, cell phone, yes, good internet, good computer. Falar nisso, pessoal, como é que está a aula hoje? Tá mais tranquila? Tá travando para vocês aí? Como é que está? Essa eu vou querer uma resposta, galera. Pode mandar em português mesmo. Como é que tá aí? Tá tranquila a aula pra vocês hoje? Tá mais tranquila? Tava melhor lá? Tá boa? Não. Eu vou pedir, por favor, que vocês mandem esse feedback ali no grupo também, dizendo que a aula tá boa assim, para eles saberem lá na escola, né? Que, como eu digo, uma coisa é eu chegar e falar que vocês gostaram da aula aqui, que deu certo, que funcionou melhor. Outra coisa é vocês falarem, né? Assim como nós viemos com essa opção, porque vocês falaram no grupo aquele dia, e aí eu pude puxar o assunto com a coordenação, né? Mesma coisa agora. Se bem que, mesmo assim, semana que vem, como nós teremos a prova, nós teremos a aula lá, né? Aí nós teremos a prova para vocês fazerem. Então nós teremos a aula presencial daí, né, também. Certo? Mas nos outros dias daí, nesse interlúdio, nós ficaremos mais pelo lado de cada aí. But okay. So, do you know anyone that works from home? I think nowadays lots of people are working from home. I myself am working from home right now. And you guys, do you know anybody that works from home? So, as nobody answered, let's listen. Okay. Don't know anyone works from home now? Good. Let's listen. What does Diana like most and enjoy least about her job?
Book 3, Lesson 19. Listening for Understanding.
What does Diane like most and like least about her job?
What I like most about my job is our focus on results. What I dislike most is sometimes lack of communication.
Okay. I will play again, and you have to tell me what does she like most and least.
Book 3, Lesson 19. Listening for Understanding.
What does Diane like most and like least about her job?
What I like most about my job is our focus on results. What I dislike most is sometimes lack of communication.
So, can you tell me what does she like most and what does she like least? Do you need to listen again? Guys? Hello? I'll play again just to be sure.
Book 3, Lesson 19. Listening for Understanding.
What does Diane like most and like least about her job?
What I like most about my job is our focus on results. What I dislike most is sometimes lack of communication.
Yes. Very good. Very good. Very good. What she likes most, she says, like their focus on result, and what she likes least is the lack of communication that they have. Okay, very good. Very good. Do you guys got any questions about it? Anything that I can help with so far? No? No questions before we start? Or better, before we give our recess? So, guys, let's do like this. Let's have a recess. Okay. Let's have. Oops. Let's have a recess. We come back at 5:45. Okay? So, see you soon. It will be on all the time. Agora sim. E aí, galera? Voltamos, voltamos, voltamos. Como foi essa pausa de vocês? O que vocês fizeram? Aí, página 81. Que calor, meu gente, que calor. Voltamos, voltamos, voltamos. Estão aí? Are you guys there? Hello, hello, hello. Good, good, good. So, we have here the types of business that receive most complaints. You remember complaints? What does complaints mean? What's the translation for complaints? So, are you guys listening to me? Is it okay, the sound? What's the translation for complaints? No, that's almost, that's compliments. Elogios are compliments. Complaints another thing. Reclamações, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Very good, very good. Are reclamações. Good, good, good. So, we have there car dealers, cable TV, banks, telephone companies, medical plans, credit card, travel agency, and insurance companies. Have you ever made a complaint about any of those business? I've made a lot of complaints about uh, telephone companies, and it's very funny because in Brazil, telephone companies are the most complained ever, probably in the world. People complain a lot about telephone companies. Lots and lots and lots. Okay? Do you guys got any questions? Banks, telephone companies. Yes, banks, credit card companies are such a pain. Stealing my fucking money on credit is yes, they do that. They do that. Oh, uh, by the way, take care. Uh, people are on a new scheme nowadays. A criminal scheme. I don't know if you know. Tem um novo esquema criminoso agora que eles estão ligando para as casas e ameaçando cortar a energia elétrica. Cuidado, pessoal. Eles tentaram fazer isso aqui em casa. Eles ligaram pra cá, falaram que tinha uma conta de R$ 6.000, que se não fosse dado um adiantamento de tanto ali, eles iam cortar e iam mandar o pessoal aqui cortar. Às 4h30 da tarde. Quem ligava era direto do fórum. Obviamente tudo falso, né? Então cuidado, pessoal. Só pra avisar que eles estão ligando aí em algumas casas. Eles ligaram aqui em casa. avisando isso, né? Avisando que ia ser cortada a luz sexta-feira, 4:30 da tarde. Então, como vocês podem ver, não foi. So, let's listen or words in action. Oh yeah, I had to change it here now. It's unit 20. É, mas é que aqui em casa a gente até não achou um absurdo o valor, porque meus pais têm uma sorveteria, então vem em torno de 2.000 por mês, né? Mas é o que eles fazem isso, eles te dão um valor tipo 6.000 pra te dar o baque, pra te dar o susto. E aí eles, não, mas ó, pra gente não cortar, você paga 500, que é uma redução aqui e tudo mais. Eles fazem esse tipo de estratégia pra tirar a pessoa do eixo, né? Pra tirar a pessoa do eixo. So, words in action. Let's listen.
Book 3, Lesson 20. Words in Action.
Image. Voluntary. Stage. Treat. Recurring. Sip. Daydream. Naked. Research. Mystery. Mysterious. Nightmare. Sneeze. Anyway. Pleasant. Irresistible. To sneeze. Sneezed. Sneezed. To ache. Ached. Ached. To seek. Sought. Sought. To cause. Caused. Caused. To chase. Chased. Chased.
Okay? So, guys, tell me. Image, I think it's pretty clear, is what you can see. It's an image of something. Like now you see my image. Okay. Voluntary. It's when you do something willingly, that you want to do it voluntarily. Voluntary. Stage. Stage can be like a phase you are, okay? Or stage can be like a part of something, a stage. Or if you are talking about like how can I say, like a play or a movie, you have a movie stage, okay? Treat. The way you treat people. Trato, tratado, o jeito que você trata as pessoas. Recurring, something that keeps happening, okay? Something that keeps happening is recurring. Happens and happens again. Sip is doing like this. You get something and you just sip. Just a very small drink, okay? Just it's good, it's not. That's a sip, okay? Daydream. I love this word, daydream. Daydream is like when you are like, you see, you're waking, okay? But you are like just daydreaming. Naked is when you have no clothes, Okay, naked is when you have no clothes. Research, when you go like to Google and then you look for something, is a search. Okay. When is something like the coronavirus vaccine or some big discovery is a research. Okay. Mystery. Mystery is something that's not clear, is not right. It's unknown. Okay, that's a mystery. For example, we have some police cases that are a mystery around the world. Mysterious is the quality of somebody who or something who is mysterious, who has mystery. Nightmare is a bad dream. When you're sleeping and then you have a bad dream with monsters or that you're falling off a building is a nightmare. Sneeze is like when you have problems here and then you achoo. That's you sneeze. Okay? Anyway, it's like doesn't matter. Anyway, that's okay. That's anyway. Pleasant. Pleasant is something that you like doing, something that's pleasant, something that's good. Okay. For example, I say that to me, giving classes to you is very pleasant. Okay. Irresistible is something that cannot resist, that like you have to do, you can't help. That's irresistible. To sneeze is the act of having a sneeze. Okay. To ache, when you have a pain, you have an ache. Okay. Um, to seek, when you look for something, you seek something. To cause, when you cause something. Okay. When something is caused by you, you cause something. You're the reason of something. And to chase is to go after. For example, the police chase the bandit. The police chase the robber. Okay. Do you guys got any questions? So, for seek, yes. He's seeking the truth about it. Okay. Like, we can say that people around the world are seeking for the cure of coronavirus. The people around the world are researching the cure of coronavirus. Seek is like a word for, like looking for. Okay, looking for. Any other question? guys. Não, é mais no sentido de busca. Buscar por algo, né? Não no sentido de buscar de ir pegar, mas no sentido de buscar algo não encontrado. Buscar uma informação, buscar uma pessoa. Pode até ser, mas eu teria. Eu até poderia usar como nesse sentido do anseio, mas com a condição de que eu teria que criar uma situação pra cima disso, tá? Aí é o seguinte, por que que você faz isso? Tipo, por que que você trabalha tanto, tá? I seek for the day that, ok? Aí até eu consigo, sabe? Até eu consigo daí. Até eu consigo pensar nesse sentido. Mas esse seek, ele tem o sentido de, desse ansiar, desde que você tome uma ação perante aquilo, certo? Não é só tipo, eu anseio, tipo, eu quero, eu espero. Você vai trabalhar para cima disso. Aí sim, até eu consigo ver. No mesmo sentido que eu digo, eu busco, o que você busca? Eu busco o dia que, eu anseio o dia que. Aí poderia ser sim, veria isso como fosse usado sim. Ok? Any questions? Yeah, like I'm doing something about it, then it's okay. Then that's okay. Then it's possible. Okay, okay. Any other questions guys may have? Mystery, mistério, mysterious, misterioso. Mystery, mysterious, mystery, mistério, mysterious, misterioso. Any other? So, what can you cause? Can cause you to sneeze? As you don't have questions, what can cause you to sneeze? For example, me, lots of things make me sneeze. like strong smells. They make me sneeze. What about you? Pepper. Pepper makes me sneeze. It's very funny. It's like a cartoon. No, nobody. So, who can we rely on when we need help? You have anybody that you can rely on? For example, I can rely on my family when I need help. Bright lights make you sneeze, dust. Okay, okay. And who you rely on when you need help? I have my friends, I have my family. Those are the people I can rely on whenever I need help. What about you guys? Who can you rely on? Rely on family. Good. Family is always there when you need them. Okay. And is there a part of your body that's aching right now? Do you have any aches right now? Like a backache, stomach ache? No? Okay. And what are you seeking for your future? What are you working for in your future? What are you seeking for your future? Well, I'm seeking better things and better ways of teaching people. That's what I'm seeking. And tell me, do you remember your dreams? Do you remember your dreams? guys. Hello. Hello. Are you guys there? I'm doing a lot. Nice members of the nice. Nice. And what's one of the biggest mysteries in life? Can you tell me? One of the biggest mysteries in life? Nice. Lots of dreams on some night. So, what's one of the biggest mysteries in life? To me, I think, and it's a very cliche one, but I think one of the biggest mysteries in life is where we go when we die. What happens? That's one of the biggest mysteries about life. What happens to us when we pass from this world to the next? For me, the biggest mystery in life is where you come from and where you're going. Yes. There's a writer that he says that the three biggest questions in this world are: where are we coming from? Where are we going to? And where are we going to have lunch? Because when you talk about having lunch with people, that's always a big problem in choosing a place. Those are the three biggest problems in life. It's very funny this writer. Okay. And what's the worst nightmare you've ever had? Can you tell me? What's the worst nightmare you've ever had? I always hear about Atlantida. Oh yes, Atlantida is a big mystery. Yes. Nice. And what do you think about your biggest nightmare? Tell me. Are you a daydreamer? What's conscious? That's conscious about consciousness. I'm sorry. Yeah, you asking the meaning, or is this your worst nightmare? I couldn't understand if that's your worst nightmare or you asking for the meaning of those. Guys, are you guys there? Ah, okay. And they talk about Atlanta. Nice. Yeah, this book is very famous. Were the God Astronauts. It's a very, very famous book. Who was the writer of Were the Gods Astronauts? Yeah, it's a very nice book. So, let's take a look on page 82. Okay, let's listen and the useful expressions, and then we talk a little about it.
Book 3, Lesson 20, Useful Expressions.
To be willing to.
He is not willing to lend his car to his sister.
What the?
What an awesome party!
To go Dutch.
You don't have to pay for me. Let's go Dutch today.
To be in a pickle.
Now we are in a pickle. We are out of gas.
Okay, there's lots of expressions that are useful. Gente, nessa parte aqui, dessas useful expressions, elas são mesmo úteis. Todas essas aqui, tá? To be willing to, tá? É fazer de boa vontade, estar querendo fazer algo, ok? To be willing to. Ok? Fazer de boa vontade. What a é tipo mais que, né? E aí pode ser pro bom ou pro ruim. What an awesome party! Que festa maravilhosa! É quando eu vou aumentar algo, tá? Aí eu uso esse what an, what a, or what an, ok? A próxima pra gente, que tem ali, é to go Dutch. Eu acho essa expressão muito boa. To go Dutch. To go Dutch é rachar conta, dividir, né? Dividir, quando você vai dividir o valor com quem você tá, você go Dutch, ok? That's to go Dutch. E to be in a pickle é tá num problemão, tem um problemão. That's to be in a pickle. Eles usam até a expressão, oh, what a pickle, tipo, que problemão, sabe? Essa to be in a pickle, ela é mais interior, pessoas mais velhas, tá? Mas ainda assim ela é usada. Ela é usada bastante, essa expressão até. Relativamente usada. Ok? Alguma dúvida nessas expressões? Podemos seguir para o Speak Up. Do you guys got any questions? To be in a pickle, estar num problemão. Quando você está num pickle, você está num problemão. Now we're in a pickle. Agora a gente tá com um problemão. We're out of gas. Any other? Any questions, guys? No questions? Okay. So let's listen the speak up.
Book 3, Lesson 20. Speak up.
Are you willing to help her?
I'm willing to help her if she wants me to.
You look exhausted.
What a day! My feet are aching.
This lunch is on me.
I can't let you pay for lunch. Let's go Dutch.
Were you in trouble?
I was in a pickle. I had no money to pay for the ice cream.
How do you feel without money?
I feel naked without money.
What kind of research are they doing?
They're doing some research on AIDS.
Do you have an idea about Jim's plan?
Jim's very mysterious about his plans.
Will they solve the problem?
They're seeking the best solution.
Does she treat you well?
She always treats me very well.
Who chased them?
They were chased by paparazzi.
What was the kid munching on?
He was munching on a piece of toast.
What kind of jokes do you like?
Mother-in-law jokes are always funny.
What did he have for breakfast?
He just sipped some soy milk.
Achoo!
Cover your mouth when you sneeze.
Will you go abroad this year?
I'm not willing to go abroad this year.
Will you go? It's pouring.
It's raining, but we'll go anyway.
Okay. Do you guys got any questions about it? Munching means like two options, like when the person is like munching, you know, like cows munch, okay? Or it can means like uh, quando você tá tipo remoendo algo no sentido de pensar demais sobre algo, pode ser munching também. Any other question? No questions? Okay. So let's go for page 83. Dreams. Do you remember all your dreams? Or do you remember some of them? Do you remember only your last dream? What do you remember about your dreams? Most of them? Nice. So, let's listen about dreams.
Book 3, Lesson 20, Listening and Reading Practice.
At the burger house.
No, not you. Listening and talking.
Book 3, Lesson 20,
Listening and talking. Dreams.
Every human being dreams. Dreaming is one of the most mysterious and interesting experiences in our lives. Scientists have long wondered why we dream. But what do we actually know about dreams? Dreams are a succession of images, ideas, emotions, and sensations which occur in our minds during certain stages of sleep. The content and purpose of dreams are not yet fully understood, though they have been a topic of speculation and interest throughout man's history. Some people have sought meaning in dreams. Some believe dreams reflect fears, worries, and hopes. Scientific studies show that we all dream between 3 and 9 dreams a night. While the content of most dreams is dreamed only once, many people experience recurring dreams. They dream the same dream again and again. Anyway, it is clear that some dreams are universal and that people from different cultures experience the same dreams or nightmares, being pushed and pulled into danger by some strange force, being chased, being naked and unable to cover themselves, floating or flying through space, trying to cry out for help, but no sound comes out. Animals dream too. Watch a dog sleeping sometime. His paws move like they are running, and they make sounds as if they are chasing something, maybe a cat.
So, do you guys got any questions about the text? No questions? Now tell me, do you remember your nicest dream? What was it? What was it about? It's hard sometimes to remember things like the nicest dreams and this kind of stuff. But do you? Don't remember nice dream? Okay. So, did you ever dream in English? Maybe it's yet to come. Okay. Do you ever dream in English? Have you? Have you ever dreamed in English? I do dream in English, especially when I'm trying to talk in Turkish and I don't know the word is sweet to English. Nice. Nice. Dreaming in another language shows that we're starting to have fluency to it. It's very, very good. It's very good dreaming on another language. Yes, because we kinda feel lost with it all. It's really nice. And não, eu não vou fazer essa pergunta de novo, a três, gente, porque essa pergunta já veio 3 vezes. Terceira vez que essa pergunta. Do you remember? Do you remember? Do you remember doing so? No. Do your dream? Oh, but this is a good one. Do your dreams affect your mood? What do you think? Do your dreams affect your mood? What do you say? Do your dreams affect your mood, people? Or is that just a dream? Yes, but just as soon as I wake up, then I forgot. No, I didn't. Okay. Good, good, good. And what was your last nightmare about? Do you remember your last nightmare? What was it about? Sometimes it stays in my mind for days. Yes, I know how you feel. It happens to me too. Sometimes I remember the same day, same dream for days and days. Okay, so let's listen or listening reading practice. Okay, let's listen to it. Let me find it here is listening reading practice at the Burger House.
Book 3, Lesson 20, Listening and Reading Practice.
At the Burger House.
Hi, may I take your order?
Yes, I'd like 2 large Cokes and 2 cheeseburgers.
Anything else?
2 French fries, please.
For here or to go?
To go, please.
It's $6.75.
Here you are. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Thanks. The same to you.
Let me just answer you here. My God, company's on fire. We didn't start a fire, right? You know the song. So, uh, let's see. Do you prefer? What's your favorite burger house, Beta? First, what's your favorite burger house? Where do you go like to go to have burgers? Where do you like to go to have burgers? Guys, can you tell me where do you like to go to have burgers? I don't have a favorite one because I don't usually go. You don't usually go. You don't like going out for food to eat? Okay. And do you prefer telling jokes or listening to jokes? What do you prefer? Telling jokes or listening to jokes? For listening to jokes? Okay, okay. And are you good at telling jokes? And do you know any good joke tellers? Do you know any good joke tellers? I'm a joker yourself. Oh, nice. Good, good, good. And tell me, I'm so good that I'm the only one that laughs at it. Okay, I got it. Like, for myself, I'm good. I laugh at my jokes. I know the feeling. Okay, okay. And tell me, why do people say laughter is the best medicine? Why do you think people say that? Why do you think people say that laughter is the best medicine? Oh, by the way, pessoal, antes que eu esqueça, eu tava esquecendo. Semana que vem, como é Halloween, literalmente Halloween, se vocês quiserem ir fantasiados, é bem incentivado, tá, galera? Vamos fantasiados pra gente dar as risadas, né? O susto, o terror vai estar na prova, né? O terror vai estar na prova de vocês já, prometo. Mas tá lá. Ok? Então, se quiserem ir fantasiados semana que vem, opcional, né? Nós estaremos lá. E teremos mais informações durante a semana, mas possivelmente sexta-feira nós teremos eventos de Halloween também, caso vocês queiram ir lá compartilhar com a gente, né? Vocês receberão mais informações durante a semana. Don't worry, don't worry. Don't worry. It's nice. Okay, so let's see. Can you tell a joke in English? I'll tell you a joke in English. I don't think it's funny, this one. But they say that's the funniest joke in the world. Okay, most of jokes in English, you have to understand it. It's based on language. Okay. So, this joke is based on language too. It's like there was a woman, she got pregnant, and she had 2 kids. Okay. And they were twins, of course. And they were separated. She gave the kids away, and they were separated in the birth. So one was adopted in Mexico, and was named Juan, and the other one was adopted on those Midwestern countries. He was called Amal, okay, like Azerbaijan. He was in Azerbaijan. He was called Amal. And when it passes some time, the woman went to seek her sons. She was looking for her sons, and so she found Juan in Mexico, and she went to see Juan, and she said, "Oh, I'm so glad to see you, my son, you Juan, my son. And now I have to see your brother. I have to see them all." And he said, "Don't worry, Mara. When you see one, you see them all." Yeah, that's the joke. It's because of the phrase like you see one, you see them all. You see one, you see them all. Because they were twins. Terrible, I know. I know. There's another one, but I tell you next week. This one is really good, I promise. If you go to class, I tell you a good joke in English. Okay? And to finish today, let's listen to the listening for understanding. Okay? There are things we own and that we would not always be willing to lend to someone. There are others not we would not mind lending. What things Dustin Red not lend? And what things would he mind in lending? Oh no, but this is a terrible joke. But I have one. I'll tell you next week. I promise. I promise I have a good joke. So, let's listen for understanding.
Book 3, Lesson 20. Listening for Understanding.
There are things we own that we would not always be willing to lend to someone. There are others that we would not mind lending. What things would Dustin rather not lend, and what things wouldn't he mind lending?
I don't feel comfortable lending my favorite DVDs. I also don't like lending my cell phone or my computer, but I don't mind lending my books.
Okay, let's listen again.
Book 3, Lesson 20. Listening for Understanding.
There are things we own that we would not always be willing to lend to someone. There are others that we would not mind lending. What things would Dustin rather not lend? And what things wouldn't he mind lending?
I don't feel comfortable lending my favorite DVDs. I also don't like lending my cell phone or my computer, but I don't mind lending my books.
Okay? So, what do you guys have to say about it? What does he mind lending and what he doesn't mind lending? He wouldn't lend his favorite DVDs, his cell phone, his computer, but he would mind lending his books. Yes. Very good. Very good. So, do you guys got any questions? Então, favorite DVDs, as computer, books, ok. Esses são os dons. E daí o do dele, que ele não gosta de emprestar, são aqueles ali. E aí o outro é o que ele gosta, que ele não se importa de emprestar. So, pessoal, por hoje seria isso. Ok, no questions. Por hoje seria isso. Encerramos aqui. Espero que tenham gostado dessa aula, né? Eu vou perguntar para vocês ali oficialmente no grupo o que vocês acharam, para vocês poderem responder da opinião de vocês, certo? E aí, semana que vem, a gente tem aula presencial, eu vou reforçar no grupo também. Semana que vem nós temos aula presencial porque nós temos a prova, tá? Mas se vocês gostaram, se foi melhor a transmissão, eu vou fazer daqui as próximas. Se não, a gente faz lá da escola, ok? Obrigadão por terem comparecido. Espero que tenham gostado da aula. Se não gostaram, já acabou, não tem mais o que fazer por essa de hoje. Mas falem que quem sabe a próxima a gente muda alguma coisa, tá bom? Muito obrigado pela presença de vocês, gente. Um ótimo fim de semana. E eu vejo vocês semana que vem.